Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you exactly how I use Claude Code. I'm going to go into all the details. So 7 core strategies and 8 bonus tips. I'll try to squeeze in anything else, tips and tricks as I go, and try to cut this up so it's really short and sweet and to the point so you understand exactly how I get the most out of Claude Code. First things first, I always make sure that I enable YOLO mode. You can do this through the CLI as well, but when I'm working locally, I'm totally fine with having YOLO mode so that Claude can take all the actions necessary to build out the project. So first of all, make sure you have that enabled. So for those of you that are working in the terminal, you can just run this command, Claude dangerously skip permissions, and this will enable YOLO mode. You're then going to accept these skipping of permissions. And that's going to basically allow Claude to make any changes, read, write, run scripts, execute things, test your API endpoints, all that good stuff. And then the first thing you're going to want to do in any project, so I've set up a simple Laravel API and Next.js front end in this project for us to work with. And the first thing you want to do in any project is just run /init. And this is basically going to have Claude go through from your root directory and explore what it's working with. So you need to make sure that you have Claude open in the root directory you want it to work. Typically, when I'm working on an application, I want to have a workspace that includes my API, my front end, my mobile app, any other services, any other apps that are running within this so that I can do full stack changes with Claude Code and work on both the front end and back end at the same time. So now it's going to run through and it's basically going to understand the code base that we have and create a Claude.md file. I will typically, for more complex projects, do this in the subdirectories as well. So I would want to init on the front end, init on the back end for a bigger existing application because I want to give it more context about what it's doing. Okay, so that covers kind of my first 2 tips. I would say here is always start with a Claude.md file, as well as use the project root folder for multi-repo setups. So we're usually going to want to start in planning for bigger features. Small things, you can just toggle the amount of thinking you're going to use, which we'll get into later. But generally, Claude's quite capable. So I'm asking it for fairly big features each time. And then I'm going through testing those and working with Claude to fix that, making sure there's other things we can do to make that testing go faster that we'll get to. But you're going to want to start out with planning mode on. So in order to get into planning mode, you can just look up the command. So accept edits. So if you shift tab, you see plan mode on. So now I have planning mode on, right? And this is going to allow me to make a plan. So I'm going to typically what I'll do is it's really important you get these prompts right and think through them. So you want to spend the time thinking about the feature that you're going to build first, planning that out, using your experience as a software engineer to think and recommend how things should be built. Like what type of state management do you want to use on the front end? How do you want the back end to be structured? Exactly how do you want this feature to work and interact? So, we're not going to get into the most complex stuff today, but I'm just warning you, I spend a lot of time with my freshest hours thinking through the planning of these features on our more complex applications. Because when you plan those prompts right and you ask Claude to make a detailed plan that you've thought through, then you know exactly where the points of failure might be, how you're going to have Claude add logging and testing to make sure that it works well. Okay, so this is very simple. It's normally going to be much more complex, but I want to create a stock market dashboard on the homepage of my Next.js front end. We should use this then for the state management. So this would be much longer, much more specific for any real project. And we're obviously going to add login. We're going to add much more. But this is the basic premise that you want to start out with planning mode. So now you're going to run planning mode and get this going. Okay, so we're going to use real data for this. We're going to fetch the data on the back end because that's the proper way to do it. We're going to do stock price charts and watch list. I can do real-time updates right now. We're going to submit that. Okay, so bonus points here, guys. Always create MD files. So here, if I was doing a real complex feature, I would have asked for a few specific type of MD files. I would have created a stock dashboard.md for Claude to drop this plan. I'll actually have it do it after this. And then I would create a to-do list for Claude to manage the to-do list as we then go through and execute this plan. Now, while we're doing this, we might as well just run 2 terminals at the same time and get some more stuff done. Typically on an advanced project, I'm pretty busy planning features, testing things. Depending on the length of my prompt, I'm typically running 2 terminals at the same time, potentially debugging stuff on the server. So this is something else that's kind of an advanced tip, I would say, is that you can actually have Claude run on the server, set up your whole DevOps system, debug server logs for you, and it's wonderful. But you really need to know what you're doing if you're doing this. It's been a dream to be able to do our DevOps with Claude Code. So that's just another tip number 7 I would definitely consider as you're deploying things. All right. So typically we would want to do Git for the front end and the back end separately, but just for the purpose of Claude Code, you can actually do this on the root level because you're just going to have Claude merge in the changes locally so that you can work on similar systems without worrying about them overriding each other or working on the same file at the same time. So now we have initialized Git. We have created an initial commit and switched the branch to Claude work. So now anything this branch does is going to be different than what this branch is going to be working on. Cool. So let's get working on this branch while the stock dashboard is being built. And what I'm going to want to do is on this branch, I'm going to want to create a do.md for tracking our program, a plan.md for a plan to build out the login. Or typically, I'm not actually running multiple Git branches locally. The most I'm doing is working on different features in the same branch locally and running Claude in the server so that I can debug with production data. Many things, if you are interfacing with external APIs, callback URLs, you need to have that running on your production domain. So that's why Claude on the server is so nice for that. Okay, so now with Claude, you can use the keywords think hard, think harder, as well as ultra think. So when you're working on really advanced stuff, and depending on your plan and how much context you have, you can use these in different ways. I actually use thinking most of the time because I'm on the $200 20x Claude plan. So I don't really reach those limits unless I'm having an absolute grind of a day. So I'm using that thinking to make sure Claude checks more things and gets more things done. And the best that you can do, but you have to be careful on how you use it, is ultra think. So now we have ultra think and execute this plan. And this is for our login. So we are going to start this plan while the dashboard is simultaneously being built out. Okay, so just like that, we, in a single planning and execution prompt, created a front end and back end with real stock market data here showing prices of different stocks. So, and the ability to add it to a watch list. Now, there's obviously a lot more we would want here, but this is a nice UI already from the start, and you can see how fast we can build and get features released. So I know it sounds crazy to say, but with Claude Code and the latest model, Opus 4.5, we're looking at maybe being 50 or 100 times better at building software. The complexity of what you can build and the speed at which you can iterate is incredible. The whole industry is completely changing in terms of how you build software and what you can reasonably accomplish. It's the most fun time to build software that I've ever experienced. We're able to build things so fast and such cool features. And it creates this awesome feedback loop of an idea and it's on the screen in a matter of minutes. It's incredible. So obviously, as you get more complex, you start to have to be a better engineer. You have to start to understand how the system works, how to debug it, what external APIs you're working with, what errors you might be running into. Claude does fail when systems get complex. Sometimes you have to simplify things for Claude to make sure that it's very easy to debug. For instance, we have our project AI App Builder that allows you to build apps just with prompts. This is just like Lovable and other tools that are out there. And there's a lot going on behind the scenes here. So you can't just ask Claude something and expect it to succeed. So for some of these features, I've actually built, especially for the agentic systems, I built simpler pages for debugging each step in the flow. And as you become a better software engineer, sometimes you realize you just have to get things working first, and then you can polish. Okay, so our second terminal has actually finished up work on the login and created the files for the full login functionality. So we should be able to actually test this as well. Very basic. I would have been much more specific on styling. You see, we have that error out of the gate for register. This is something that you want to make sure when you do things like this, you test all the endpoints. Test all endpoints. Where login, register. It seems to have failed. I tried it. You want to give Claude that error that you ran into. Yeah, so this was just a front end hallucination where it added the V1 prefix. Registration was successful. And okay, so now just to make this app a little more epic for you, I've got a third terminal working just to build the landing page of this application. I am updating the dashboard so that it properly sends you to the right place. And I'm making a plan so that we can see price history of these stocks in our dashboard. So probably in the next 5 minutes, we're going to have pretty cool, fully functional, full stack application that you could continue to add on to build a stock intelligence platform, a research agent system, whatever you want to do. So we've done something similar to this, which is a market intelligence platform that helps you to research, understand principles of value investing, understanding technical analysis, being able to screen all stocks and crypto and help you understand what the best buys are in the market right now. But you could build a platform like this for any domain and industry. And it's easier than ever to do it with Claude Code. Okay, guys, so let's quickly take a look at what we've built here. So we now have a landing page for a stock market platform. Landing page is great, besides the fact that if you know that this is vibe coded and it should be more customized. It should be more interesting. But realistically, it's more beautiful than many things that are on the web today because people don't know how to make beautiful websites. So you've got this set up. We can go in, we can log in here and get into our dashboard, be able to see our different stocks, add things to our watch list, remove things from our watch list, as well as take a look at the actual stock charts to see what is going on. So we were able to build this in a very short amount of time. And this was using the principles that I told you about. So, I'll make sure to put this in the comments. And there's obviously a lot of details that I would include if I were, as I work in different ways. Sometimes you want thinking mode. Sometimes you want ultra think. Sometimes you want to tell Claude to specifically add console logging, to specifically add backend logging when you're working on more complex things so that it can debug that. Claude can test endpoints for you. It can test front-end routes and see what is rendered. So you can get so much done just with prompts. We didn't have to actually clear. So typically as you're working, you're going to want to clear quite regularly after you work on a feature so that you're not wasting all those tokens on previous features you worked on. As I said, it can verify its own work. You want to make sure you're committing so that you don't end up with a really broken feature set and you can't push those features you already completed. And be very specific in prompts. As I said originally, spend a bunch of your time thinking through what you want to build, exactly how you want to build it. And then it's going to be easy for you to roll out awesome production applications. So those are my tips for using Claude Code. I'm using it every single day, all day. All of our engineers at Dev are using Claude Code every single day. And it's the most incredible piece of software for software engineers that we've ever seen. So now's the time to build. We're going to see billion-dollar companies built by solo founders. We're going to see an explosion in the amount of websites, platforms, mobile applications. People in tiny niches are going to be able to build fully featured applications. So if you're not building with these tools, make sure you are. We're already seeing the benefits of these tools for things like marketing and content creation. This is not just a developer tool. This is a tool that can improve everything you do as a professional. It can do your taxes. It can create a video campaign of AI generated video. It can create marketing materials. It can pull all your marketing data in one place and analyze where you should spend your marketing dollars to get the best results. So Claude Code, epic, and make sure you're using it and learning with it every day. And make sure to like, subscribe, and get in contact if you have any questions or want some help with the software project. So yeah, time to get back to building, guys. See ya. Cheers.